Hello there.
Hello there. Or should I say, hello, boys. Misa called Jaja Binks. Misa, your humble servant.
What's up, guys? Can you just tell us, can you hear us well? Because,
Yeah, I hope everything is working okay, and I hope we said everything correctly. So, let's see how that's going.
yeah, let's see some replies on that, and we can basically begin. Also, you guys can start off with some questions if you want to, which would be, a good start regarding this topic. And, yeah, we don't know how to start it, but we know what we're going to talk about, so yeah. Asteria Sharia, you wanted us to say your name, so we did. Okay, so
So, I guess everything's working okay?
yeah, everything's fine.
Alright, perfect.
Okay,
So, what are we
guys.
going to start with? We got a lot of games that were canceled, and what are we going to start off first? I
Yeah.
guess I guess we could start off with 1313, because that was like the first game that I, that was really sad about that got canceled. So let's go ahead and start off with that.
Well, actually, I was thinking about simply going over everything that's been lost over the years. I mean, there's no other franchise like Star Wars. That big of a franchise that lost so much games and potential good stories like they did over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, only alone with Disney, we lost at least 7 or 8 projects that were supposed to be really good.
Indeed. Like, ever since EA took over, they just started canceling games here and there, and then it's just sad how it went.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, Disney bought Star Wars in 2012, and for 8 years we basically got 3 games, which is really underwhelming. And I'm not really counting the phone games and stuff like that. But at least we still have Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Did you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys know that from Blizzard. Horrible. Always attacking the customers. Not a good way to go. Anyway, as
Well, we
far
all
as
know
we
how
can
that turned
remember,
out.
everything went down. I mean, there were cancelled games even before Disney bought Star Wars. That's certain. But as soon as they bought it, we found about 1313, the Darth Maul game. Even Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 3, which was really sad, sadly.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that got canceled, which is really sad. Like Battlefront 3, Force Unleashed 3, Project Ragtag, which was even I think EA actually announced that, and then they canceled it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an open world game, if we remember correctly. You have that cutscene of some smuggler or some guy coming out of a cantina, we think, on Tatooine with Imperial flags all around the walls and stuff, and something like that. It used to be really advanced graphics at the time when it came out, but you can already see how it became a bit,
Yeah, a bit obsolete, I guess.
yeah,
You could call it like that.
So yeah, that's regarding that. Sadly, it's not coming, but I don't know. It's unbelievable. They have so much potential to make great games, stories. Technology has never been more advanced than it is today, and yet constantly excuses, cancellations for no reason. It's unbelievable. We don't understand the logic. We thought that they were interested in making money, and for some reason they don't seem to be. I mean, we all know it's all about identity politics and that crap, but
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see all those games go, and it really had potential, especially right now if you look at it, and they've got like Unreal Engine 4 and all those great engines and all the tools that they didn't have before. So you can literally make whatever you want today, and still they're not using the whole potential. And like literally, when you look at EA and when you see like what we got over the last few years, which is literally like Battlefront 1 and 2, which is really sad, and I guess the only good thing Battlefront is okay as well, but I guess like when you look at the story wise and everything, I guess Jedi Fallen Order was pretty good, but other than those games, like
yeah,
nothing memorable,
nothing.
And that is literally all in like from when was it, like 2012 all the way to here, so it's like 8 years, and so in 8 years we get like 3 games, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, very disappointing regarding that. But I mean, Battlefront 2 did have the story mode. It was extremely boring, linear, and nothing
Yeah, and even from the start, like even like way before it came out, we kind of knew where it was going to lead, and we kind of knew that Versio was going to turn out to be Rebel and stuff like that. So
false advertising regarding that. I mean, it's EA. What to expect from them, especially when we know what happened with Battlefield 5.
oh yeah,
That's unbelievable crap.
that's a story in itself.
Yeah, but anyway, we started off with 1313, a bounty hunter game is supposed to be about Boba Fett, some smugglers, bounty hunters in the lower levels of Coruscant, which would have been great. And what's a great thing about it is that the Clone Wars series explored 1312 and 1314, the levels in the underworld of Coruscant, which is really interesting, but they purposely missed the...
Yeah, the 1313 level, they were purposefully teasing us with that, which is pretty cool.
In a way, basically.
Yes, and I was really excited for that. Like when I saw the trailer of the the bounty hunters that are going down with the ship.
Yeah, it was very advanced at the time. It was 2012, and the graphics were amazing. I mean, it's a bit obsolete now, but not too much, which is kind of surprising.
Still, though, I wouldn't mind playing it.
It would have been probably one of the best looking Star Wars games to date if it was released. We have no idea why they scrapped it. I mean, they wanted to make their own canon and stuff like that, which is something we opposed from the beginning. We knew it was going to be crap. They don't care about story. They never did. It's Disney. It's all about money. And they once again missed out on an opportunity to make a whole lot of money on things we would have gladly given.
Yeah, I mean, all they have to do is just literally listen to the fans, and there you go. That's how you make money.
Yeah, basically that. I mean, we don't know too much about the story. We know that the droid High Singer from the Clone Wars episodes was supposed to be in 1313, from the art and stuff like that. But sadly, we're never going to know. And I doubt that they're going to make it, they're going to finish it at one point.
Yeah, still though, like, now that you mention it, there's a game that was cancelled with Darth Maul as well. And the thing about that is the developers actually said that they can actually finish the game if, if Disney allowed it. And they said, they've got the game, literally 70% done, and, all they need is, Disney to say, yeah, here you go, do it.
Yeah, basically they only need a permission because of the license.
Yes.
But they're simply ignoring us. They're ignoring the fans. It's what they do all the time.
Which is kind of sad, yeah.
And what's awesome about the game is that George Lucas wanted Darth Talon to be in the game because she does look a lot like Darth Maul because of her skin color and her tattoos and everything. I mean, it's what does he call it usually? It's mirroring.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah, she wanted her in the Darth Maul game, which is most likely, if we're not mistaken, based before Episode 1, right? Or maybe I'm not really sure. Is it before Episode 1?
Well, I saw that he was killing some Death Watch, so I guess, it could even be Clone Wars, so, you never know. And I think that in the video he had metallic legs, so it definitely could be Clone Wars.
Yeah. Or actually, after the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
Great
pretty
Jedi
much.
Purge, Dark Times.
Which would have been a really cool era to explore and just, play with Darth Maul in general and with his,
Yeah, the test footage with him fighting against 5 Pre-Vizslas with the Darksabers, it's just test footage. So,
nonetheless, it's perfect, man, and I just loved it.
It really reminded us of Star Wars The Force Unleashed because of the gameplay, the Force abilities, but sadly, we're not getting it once again. Force Unleashed 3, it was supposed to be a story where the clone of Starkiller, or if you like to think of him as the original surviving Starkiller, him and Vader are supposed to team up to survive on some desolate planet and basically stuff like that. I think that even the Emperor was involved, most likely testing Vader in that story if he was going to replace him with Starkiller. Would have been great, probably. I mean, it sounds good already. And also they said it was going to be an open world type game.
Which would have been really nice.
Yeah, and Force Unleashed is already, amazing. Especially the first one. The story's great, the gameplay is unbelievable. Too bad Jedi Fallen Order didn't have those kinds of of mechanics, but it would have been too much for a Padawan.
You know, it's pretty cool. Like, when I remember first time playing Force Unleashed, and when you were playing with Vader for the first mission, when you break through those doors with the Force, that was so awesome. Like,
yeah.
It was just perfect, man. Just like the game of your dreams, pretty much, where you go ahead and just, you know.
Wow, we live in a shit reality, really. Basically, everything that could have been great, you're never going to get it again,
Indeed.
Sadly. And it's just like a wasted potential, broken dreams. That's all we're talking
And
about.
all you can do literally right now is just sit and just, you know, think about how it would have been great, but that's all you can do, sadly.
Yeah. So what do we have next? Huh.
Well, we got a lot of stuff over here.
Knights of the Old Republic 3, Koto. I think everyone would have loved to see that. Koto is one of the best games that there is regarding Star Wars. Basically, Koto 1 created an entire era from scratch, 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, aka before A New Hope. And basically, the Hammerhead ships. I mean, do we even have to say more than that? The Hammerheads are awesome.
No, they really had some really awesome designs in that game, and like
a mix between the Clone Wars era, the prequel era, and the Galactic Civil War era, aka the original trilogy era.
But in a way, they kind of managed to make it look older, which is pretty cool.
Like, for example, the walkers from it is the MMORPG, regarding the MMORPG, the walkers. The Manka class walker is basically like a mix of an AT-AT and an ATT walker, which is amazing. We also have the Rendaran class shuttles, the Hammerhead cruisers.
Yeah, the Rendarans are like a gunship, but, you know, in its own way, a really cool ship design and everything, so...
It's actually a predecessor from the new class attack shuttle from the Clone Wars, even though it really looks like an LAAT from the front. For those who don't know, the what's it called again? The shuttle, crap.
The Rendaran class shuttle?
The Rendaran class shuttle is from the Star Wars: The Old Republic trailer. If you guys remember that, the cinematics for the MMORPG.
It is the cinematic when they fly into Coruscant and then just slaughter everybody
and crash into the Jedi Temple. That's the shuttle we're actually talking about. Anyway, I can't really remember what it was going to be about. KOTOR 3. I'm not really sure. Can't remember what the story was supposed to be. Nonetheless, we all know that the first KOTOR story is one of the classics, one of the greatest that there is, that Star Wars has to offer, especially the expanded universe. Sorry about that. Throat's a bit sore. And we're not really used to talking, to ourselves in a way. But yeah.
Well, hopefully this is going well for you guys.
Yeah, let us know if we're doing okay, because we're still trying to get used to stuff like this.
Yeah, this is still very new to us, so I guess we're doing okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Rock and Ruin gave us a super chat of $2. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man. It means a lot.
F Poo Nation, F Communism. Why not? I mean, our country used to be that a long time ago.
And I would definitely not like for that to happen again, so...
Yeah, definitely.
I think we had enough of that.
So yeah. Anyway, what do we have next? Probably the worst parts about the cancellations are not really even from the official games from Lucasfilm, aka LucasArts. It's what they did to the fan projects that pisses us off the most. Sorry about that. English is not our
So anyway, like when you really say the canceled projects, the fan projects, the first thing that comes to mind is definitely the Koto remake.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. I mean,
and I saw all the footage from they actually had a Twitter page, if I'm not mistaken, and they actually used to post development videos over there, like what they did to the game and everything, and it was just amazing to see all that stuff happen.
The new models of Basta, Malak,
yeah,
it was absolutely
and of course the
amazing.
Ebon Hawk as well.
We actually much more prefer the Ebon Hawk than the Millennium Falcon. I mean, especially due to how many times we saw the Falcon. The Ebon Hawk really needs a Lego set. I mean, we're a bit off topic, but still. that game would have been amazing. I mean, you get the same story, but you experience it with, was it Unreal Engine, right? If I'm not mistaken,
I think it is, yes.
or Frostbite or something like that. It was phenomenal, and if I remember correctly, the game was it 70 or 80% finished. It was almost to the end, and Lucasfilm, well, they didn't want to let them remake it, even though it's technically a mod when you look at it, because it's the same story. It's non-canon, by the way. They shouldn't care about it because they don't, obviously.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's property of Lucasfilm, and they do whatever they want. And
it's constant. Instead of making the fans, like them, because if they like Lucasfilm, if they like the people working there, if they see that they have the best interests of the fans, then they can, get their reputation back of people, loving their company, and maybe even Disney, because, most people hate Disney at this point. We certainly do. We're sick and tired of their crap from all sides. But they had a chance to redeem themselves through fan projects, and they didn't. Instead, they cancelled them, especially when those people that were working on it, for free, I might add, they did it out of love for, Star Wars and to give something to the fans, and basically they just threw it away. They destroyed it all, and
yeah, so I believe what happened to the guys that were making the Koto remake is I think they got a letter from, what's it called? From Disney, and pretty much just saying, like, yeah, you gotta cancel that. It's pretty disappointing.
And if they didn't cancel it, I think that they double checked it or sent someone to check their files, computer or something like that. Probably from maybe TeamViewer or something like that, basically. Because the developers could have just kept the files on the external hard drive or something like that, but they made sure to destroy it all, basically.
I really wish that was the case, though.
Yeah. And, we hoped that they would release it maybe, for download, torrents or anything like that, basically. But they didn't, because they'll most likely get in trouble if they release the game as it is, because they know who made it. That's the problem. Basically, today, if a fan wants to make a project, they need to do it. They need to finish it completely, and then simply release it without anyone knowing to the internet, and then everyone's going to be able to have it.
And then the fan gets a really nice lawsuit, and
yeah, that's basically the way it's going to go, and it's the only way that any of us are going to get a fan project like that, unless it's a fan film or something like that. Games are really hard to...
And still, if you look at fan films, you can't really get any revenue from that.
Yeah, basically the people are going to be working for free, and no one's going to even know that they did all of it, because, they're going to get in trouble if Disney finds out that they made the games without their permission, sadly.
As just it goes, I guess. So, what else do we have over here? We got the game First Assault as well, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe I saw footage of that with an Imperial flying in a Imperial gunship over at Tatooine.
Yeah, the gunship from the Force Unleashed game, not the Star Wars Rebels version of it. I mean, not the police gunship, but the Imperial gunship. Just check it out if you don't know what it looks like. It basically see some stormtroopers flying to Tatooine.
And I believe it was supposed to be like a Battlefield game, where you just go ahead and just,
Yeah, we didn't get too much information on that. Although anything from Star Wars used to be a good idea, like before the dark times,
before the
Disney.
Empire.
So yeah, there's not much to say about it, but you can search it up if you want to see it. First is Star Wars First Assault. A similar thing to that, in a way, would be Imperial Commandos. Basically, a cancelled Star Wars game about, if you guys played Clone Commandos.
Yeah, Republic Commando.
Republic Commandos, sorry. Yeah. Well, this would be, in a way, a continuation of that, which would be real nice.
Yes, just to kind of see the story develop. And we all know how Pandemic really did nice games and nice stories. So
yeah, they were really great. Especially Battlefront 2 was amazing.
Indeed. I think it was like Pandemic in collaboration with LucasArts, and that was just perfect.
Do you guys remember LucasArts? Oh, those were the days.
With the lightsaber slashing logo and everything.
Yeah, that was amazing. With the Jedi Outcast and the Force Unleashed games, that was awesome. Basically, like poet Scotty said, the golden age of Star Wars, as I'm reading the chat now. Anyway, if you guys want to ask us anything, now's the time, because now I'm going to look at the chat a bit more. We didn't want to turn this into a Q&A like our first stream from last week, which you can also check out. So let us know anything you want to ask us regarding anything, really, from Star Wars Now, as we're going to make a pause regarding the topic, that this...
Yeah, just to kind of let that all sink in and everything, and let's try and answer some of your questions, and then later on we'll get back to the to the games, and we could also switch it over to the Mandalorian. So
yeah.
Big
Bird, is Koto 2 worth it? By the way, thanks for being here, mate. You're always here. We really appreciate it. Definitely. Koto 2 has an amazing story, and one of the best characters in Star Wars, and most complex, which is Kreia.
Yes.
So you should definitely play it and listen to all the dialogue. It's worth it. It takes quite a lot of time, but do it.
Do it.
Definitely.
Do it now.
How's
Lord
it going?
Vader.
We're actually... It's okay. I mean, for some reason our views have been really bad lately, because we haven't uploaded that often, as we're making some really large videos for later. So we can't really make the shorter ones as well at the same time, but I'm hoping it's going to be worth it, at some point.
Hopefully. Like, I was recording a video a couple days ago, and, it just kept going, like, the script just kept going, and when I was putting everything together, it was like 12 minutes, plus Luke's part and everything, it was like 20 minutes, like, holy.
And not to mention that it's a Lego video. Although it's going to be the ultimate Lego video for that represents basically our channel. By the way, keyword is Cantina. In a way. And it's a mock, just so you know. It's not a set. It's going to be something that only we have. So.
Yes, although I would like to see the UCS. Well, it's not UCS. It's like the... what's it called? The new Mos Eisley Cantina that they're coming out with.
Yeah, that was definitely going to get it at one point. Amazing. Oh, you saw us in Theories chat. Yeah, I wanted to say hi to him, but he probably didn't notice because the chat was too big, but yeah, from time to time we check out how Theories doing, because why not?
Size matters not.
Yeah, anyway, yes, Lord Thundercock. Yeah, we did some work with Ryan Kinnell. We did a collaboration with him last year on Kip Duron, a Star Wars story. You can check it out. It's on the channel. And Ryan Kinnell, if you don't know about him, definitely check out his channel. He's from the Fandom Menace. Basically, fight against identity politics or politics of any kind being shoved into entertainment because it doesn't belong there. Definitely check out his channel. Great guy. Okay, let's see what else do we have. Do you anticipate Disney recanting the recent trilogy as canon and making an EU instead, then remaking the end of the Skywalker saga? Well,
it's Disney, so you never know, pretty much.
I doubt that they're gonna do that, because that's basically gonna be them admitting that they made a shit trilogy, which is never gonna happen, because we're dealing with the SJWs, leftists, and stuff like that. They're always right. Remember that. And you're always fascist with them. That's how it goes with them. So I doubt it's going to happen. And remaking the Skywalker saga, as far as we remember, to us it's the complete saga. That's the way we called it, specifically because of the Lego Star Wars game. But it ended at Episode 6. And it doesn't really make any difference if it's called EU or canon. We don't care. So that's the answer to that question. We wish we cared, but we just don't, because it's not worth it. Not anymore, at least.
So, what do we have in the chat?
What would you think if Disney reincorporated Legends characters into comics or TV series such as Starkiller, Kyle Katarn? Well, we would love to. We actually thought that they were going to put Kyle Katarn or Starkiller in the Star Wars Rebel series. Although the problem with doing something like that would be, if they did it, we wish that it wouldn't make a continuity error with the EU. Simply because we like to mix it together so that it fully makes sense. But if they did it, it would most likely, make huge continuity errors. But not on the other side, if they made it the way we just said, we would love to see it.
Definitely, I'm all down for that. But after all, we do know who's making that, so yeah. I doubt that's gonna ever happen.
With that said, another cancelled game is Jedi Knight 3. What's it called again?
Well, I forgot the name of it, but I'm pretty sure it's Jedi Knight 3. And that was supposed to be the continuation of Kyle Katarn's story, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, just play Jedi Outcast or Jedi Academy. It's amazing games, even though they're EU after the Return of the Jedi. Sadly, we won't be seeing that, although this specifically isn't Disney's fault regarding that. It was cancelled in 2008. Okay, let's see what's next. Could we do a video on how to make Lego Basta Lashon? Well, actually, we thought about doing it before, but the problem is, from existing Lego pieces, which is how I make them usually, I basically experiment from everything that I have nothing that really looks like the torso and legs of Basta Lashon. Although, at least we have Satele Shan from Star Wars The Old Republic MMORPG. I do have that character, but it's not a custom. So yeah, sadly, it's the way it is.
Oh, 'tis what it is for now, but hopefully we get some parts in the meantime that actually, look the part, and we can actually do some stuff with that, but for now, it's nothing.
Yep.
Although we do have that pretty cool Lego video coming up, so...
Yep. For some reason, we wanted to do a bit more Lego now, because I have a huge collection, and it's not going to review itself, so... I really want to get it out, because I'm proud of it, in a way, because I've been collecting for 20 years now, and I'm 24, so that's quite a lot. So yeah. We should have gotten a Force Unleashed style game of Luke destroying Vong before the Dirty Rat brought Star Wars out. Completely agree. Imagine seeing Grandmaster Luke Skywalker in the Yuuzhan Vong War. That game would have been awesome. I wish someone made it now.
And plus, the cool thing about that is you could actually be a bit more OP than than Starkiller himself.
Yeah, you can.
Because after all, you are Luke after Episode 6, and we all know how that turns out in the.
Yeah, he's basically on the level of the Chosen One almost, which is huge. Yeah, he's a bit too overpowered, but who cares? Starkiller can take down a Star Destroyer. Luke can hold a black hole with his hand and become an immovable object, if I remember from a video.
Yes, and I also think he took out Abeloth, or at least damaged her.
Well, more locked up in the maw, if I remember.
Yeah.
With the help of Darth Krayt and the entire Sith and Jedi Order, something like that. Favorite Star Wars game to watch and play? Well, it's certainly not Battlefront 2. But we're playing it now because it was the easiest to...
Yeah, that's literally the only thing I had right now that I could, just to not bore you with, like, Flight Simulator or something like that. But, next time I'm thinking about, like, putting Battlefront 2, like the one from 2005, on this PC, and then actually, doing that for the next one.
Chad Luke has all the games installed on his computer, but Virgin Todd only has Battlefront 2.
Oh, well... No, I think I actually have Old Republic as well, although I can't remember when was the last time I actually, got into that game. And I believe there's like a 20 gig update, if I'm not mistaken.
As the MMORPG.
Yeah, the MMORPG, Star Wars The Old Republic.
Thank God we still have that. That's like the only EU content that is coming out.
Well, it's funny though, I believe like only 5 people are working on that game right now.
Yeah, very little, so it's surprising it still exists. At least they didn't cancel that. They left us the Old Republic, and it's been going on for 9 years now.
Now that you say it, I think eventually they will cancel it. It's just a matter of time before they say it's over. And that's exactly what they did, if I'm not mistaken, to Need for Speed World. That was also a game that they canceled. I actually remember the last moments in the game, it was like there was like a timer for the whole day, and then it just like closes you out of the game, and that's pretty much it.
Yep.
But I kind of went off topic over there, but anyway.
Anyway, let's go on with, since no one's asking too many questions right now, let's go on with the topic of the live stream, which is cancelled Star Wars games. For now, we sort of covered the cancelled Darth Maul game with Darth Talon and that stuff. 1313, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 3, the cancelled Knights of the Old Republic remaster, which... probably the thing that pisses us off the most, because it was almost finished and a wasted opportunity to get the fans, sympathies back, but Disney simply cares about their license, their money, yet they could have made much more if they were simply decent human beings. I don't know how to say that. What else did we cover?
I think we could go with Battlefront 3, because since we're playing Battlefront anyway.
Yeah, Battlefront 3. Basically, you can go through the game of Battlefront 3 on the PSP, Elite Squadrons, right, if I remember, and there was another one, Rebel something, can't remember. There were basically two parts of the same game, kind of, and you have the same story with X1, X2, Fallon Gray, if any of you guys know, and even Ram Koto is there. So that's really nice that you can play through the story mode of it, but there's a lot of cinematics and probably additional missions to it that we're never going to see from a Star Wars Battlefront 3 one. We have some lost, forgotten, and copyrighted footage from a long time ago that we downloaded from YouTube when they had all the footage from the Star Wars Battlefront 3 game where X2 is fighting against Fallon Gray, and if anyone tries to upload it, it immediately gets taken down by Lucasfilm. We tried, and we had huge problems with the video of Fallon Gray when we showed, edited scenes of it there. So we had to edit it much more with a lot of black screens in order for it to even be there, because Lucasfilm and Disney simply don't allow it at all. They're trying to eliminate it completely. I don't know why, but I mean the original video you can still see the trailer, which is 10 years old, but no one can re-upload it or even talk about it or anything. Immediately demonetized. And
yeah, I believe like in Battlefront 3 they had a really cool idea of you like being on the ground and then being able to go up into space as well. So that was a really cool idea, especially for the time that it was, that it was being made in.
Yeah, I mean the graphics, when you look at the trailer, they were very, at the time it looked really great, like advanced. You couldn't even see all the pixels on the video.
Yeah, it was just perfect for us at that time, at least.
But now when you look at it, the graphics are very outdated. It really looks like Star Wars Battlefront 2, the real Star Wars Battlefront 2, just slightly better. And we're never going to get that, although I do believe that some people are actually working on it, and you can probably find mods and stuff like that that add to Star Wars Battlefront 2 regarding Star Wars Battlefront 3.
Yes. And I believe there was a development theme. I thought I saw a video of Koto and Emodia from Battlefront 3 and how it was supposed to look like. But then again, I'm not going to go too much into that because I'm not really...
I think that's from the cinematics. The story takes place there.
Probably,
with X1 and X2, if I'm not... I think they actually... Order 66 gets,
Yeah, it gets carried away on
Koto and Emodia.
Yes.
And then the clones kill the...
the Blue Jedi.
The Blue Jedi. Can't remember what species he is. Pantoran or something like that. Although the cinematic is great, and we do have it, we would upload it for you guys to see, but Disney doesn't allow it, so we're going to have to edit through it so you can see it at some point.
Sadly, that's not going to work.
It'll work if you search Fallon Gray a Star Wars story. You can see what we did there in order for you to be able to see it. So we can do the same thing. Although for some reason on the video, some guy put his watermark across the screen, and that's the only video of it that you can find. Annoying as hell.
Oh well, you gotta work with what you have, you know what they say.
Yep. So, what's next? Jedi Outcasts, the remaster of the Jedi Outcast, that every time we put cutscenes from it in a video to simply fill in the space in the intro and outro of our videos, someone asks us, where's that Kyle Katarn footage from? Just type in Jedi Outcast trailer and you'll see. There's some guys that are working on remastering the entire game and the cinematics and everything, and absolutely amazing. We would love to see it, and in 2019 they cancelled that as well. It was also almost finished. It was very low profile, and the Lucasfilm managed to cancel it, which is sad. And I'm a huge fan of Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy games. It's probably one of my favorite parts in the EU after Episode 6. Even though we don't consider it canon, absolutely love it. Has some of the most memorable Star Wars scenes that you'll ever see, especially with the bartender with the bad grammar. Garbages.
And just the story overall is perfect.
It's not even a huge story, but it's an awesome sequel on some other characters, which is based after Return of the Jedi.
You know, the thing is, like, it's not a huge story, but it's a well-written one. That's for sure.
And it has the complete Star Wars feel without it feeling like it's rehashing anything.
Indeed.
Simply building on the world that already exists with the original trilogy, because when it came out, the prequels weren't out yet fully. So, yeah, we're supposed to keep that in mind when you play it. So yeah, that's another cancelled thing. The newest cancelled thing, which is also disappointing, is Star Wars... What's it called?
What do we have over here? What were you thinking of?
The Clone Wars game.
Oh yes, the Star Wars The Clone Wars Redemption, I think it's called.
Yeah, Redemption, where you play a female Jedi that wears clone trooper armor and has her own unit. And I mean, the concept art for the game, which I think 2 people are working on for 8 years now. The concept art looks completely like as if the Clone Wars team made it, because the clone troopers are in the style of the Clone Wars series, the characters are, and it looks awesome. The animations are, I mean, it takes a lot from the EU and canon as well. Basically, you see the female Jedi using a double-bladed lightsaber, using it as Darth Krayt does, you know, with levitating it with telekinesis, which is awesome and very unique for the Clone Wars era, because it's not really seen that much at all. And, you know, seeing another battalion or military unit of clones is always a plus.
Indeed. It is a really cool concept, and I really like the design of everything, especially like how they, how they designed the graphics. Something new, definitely. They're not going for realism; they're going for the Clone Wars look, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's a really cool idea, but I think they still didn't shut them down, but and I hopefully they never will, because I would really like to play that.
My only oh shit, my voice is gone completely. I really hope that they simply upload the game on the internet and we download it, because there is really no other way to see it. So yeah, that's like the newest disappointment regarding games. So have we missed anything regarding everything that was cancelled? Let's see.
I don't think we did. I think we covered pretty much everything.
Attack Squadrons, for example. If we're not mistaken, you can just type in Star Wars Attack Squadrons, and you'll see some very customized X-Wing starfighter there. Basically, they're filling in the story of the Galactic Civil War, and it was supposed to come out around 2013, but once again, thank Disney for it, because they wanted their own canon, which makes no sense whatsoever in the end. $4 billion for making a shit story like nothing else Star Wars has ever seen, and the most crappiest product to date. That's what you get with Disney.
Indeed.
Okay, that basically seems like it's it on our list that we made.
Pretty much, yeah. I believe we covered just about everything. Well, not just about everything. There's still a couple of games that haven't been covered, but it's nothing major, pretty much. We've covered all the major ones. So, like, if you're going all, like, from the top to the bottom of the list, it's pretty much 1313, Battlefront 3, Project Ragtag, which is the open world game that was supposed to come out in the Imperial Age on Tatooine. Then you've got the Battle of the Sith Lords, which is the Darth Maul game. Then you've got the Attack Squadrons, which is, of course, the X-Wing game that we talked about right now. And then you got the Force Unleashed 3, KOTOR 3, Jedi Knight 3, and, of course, the First Assault. And that's about it.
Now, from the those were official Star Wars games that were supposed to be released. Regarding the fan project, we lost the KOTOR remake, which is the biggest loss, by my opinion.
Then we
lost Jedi Outcast Remaster mod. And
as well as, of course, the canceled Clone Wars game, which is Star Wars Redemption. And I believe that's about it from the major projects that were worked on. I believe there's some more, but I can't remember it right now.
Yeah, there are probably a bit more, although some smaller projects for like mobile games and stuff like that. But all of this is regarding PC. basically, and some consoles, and we lost 12 games over the last 8 or 9 years.
Yes.
Yeah, Imperial Commandos. 13 games then. Forgot about that as well.
Yes.
Imperial Commandos. Thanks for reminding me, Maurice. Much appreciated for that. What to say, guys? I mean, it's the same story all over again. It's always the same thing. Disney simply doesn't care. I mean, they could have made much more money if they simply listened to the fans. If they did what the fans wanted, they could have even employed these people that made the fan projects and finished the projects themselves. They could have made 2 canons if they wanted to. They could have done the EU separately and canon as well. As we all know, with the one-shot comic, can't remember what its name really is, but the one-shot comic of the EU that came out last year. So yeah, they showed us that it's possible. People loved it. It was very popular, but yeah, it's not going to happen. They don't care. They don't even care about money anymore. That's pretty obvious. It's all about the agenda. It's all about attacking the fans. It's the same old story that everyone's been talking about, that we've been talking about for 4 years now, like ever since The Force Awakens came out. That's where we're at. So, are there any questions regarding this topic, or?
Yeah, just before we move on to a next one or whatever. So let's see what the people say.
Yeah, so just gonna wait a moment and see what you guys write down there. Any questions or something to add to what we said regarding this would be much appreciated. Okay, maybe now we can switch seats.
Oh, would you like to?
Yeah, just so you know, guys, Todd's been playing Battlefront now, and I'm thinking about taking a pause from the cause. He can take the phone, read the comments, and, get into it a bit more. So I'm just going to get into some heroes versus villains.
All right, let's quit this, and then we're going to just go over and switch seats. And
yeah, we're doing this from his place because when we wanted to do our first live stream, we already talked about this last week in our first live stream, but we were supposed to do it 2 weeks ago, and when we were supposed to start with it, his mic died.
Yeah, it kind of got some static in the beginning, and then it just kind of slowly poofed away. So I got that sent on repair, but they're still not coming back to me. So I guess I'm gonna have to wait a bit more. And right now we're using the Razer Siren.
Yeah, my one. I brought it to his place so that we can do this together. But when it's fixed, we're gonna do it more often, these live streams. And yeah. Okay, so let's see.
So hopefully you guys are enjoying whatever we're doing right now, and hopefully the audio as well as the picture
is okay. Yeah. Okay, let's just switch.
All right. Would you like to play?
Give me a hello there.
Hello there.
Okay, guys. So now it's my turn to play a bit, and the next topic I think is about the Mandalorian. Most of you guys already know our thoughts about it. Mixed feelings, a bit meh regarding the first season. You're gonna see a video on that before the first season comes out. Hopefully, we're working on that, but it can get better, and hopefully it will.
Yes.
And hopefully there will be no political crap in it, because it's not what anyone wants.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're hoping for right now, just for them not to ruin it with politics or, any of that stuff that they really nicely know how to do. And, there's really room for improvement in that series, that's for sure. But, right now, Season 1 was okay. But then again, there was a lot of filler episodes in there. There was a lot of just scenes with him walking around.
Yeah, too many scenes focusing on simply seeing the
look of the Mandalorian in his armor and everything. So that was kind of weird, but I guess there's a lot of room for improvement. Although now, when I saw the trailer for
for season 2.
Yeah, for the second season, it doesn't really look promising because they don't show much in the trailer.
Although at the same time, it could be a good thing that they're simply keeping the best for for the episode.
Exactly.
But 8 episodes is a bit. It's not enough, for a second season of a show that the fans really liked. It should have many more episodes, at least 10 or 12.
Yeah, but then again, we'll see what they do with those 8 episodes, and hopefully it's a really cool thing.
One of the nitpicks that I had, it's not actually a nitpick, it's the truth, in fact. Season 1, they say that the episodes are 40 minutes. There were episodes that were even 20. Like 22 minutes like the Clone Wars. It's just not fair. And at the end, you have like a long, scroll through the credits.
Yes.
That goes for like 5 minutes.
I believe it's about 5 minutes, I think we thought.
It's very dishonest and,
yeah,
annoying. Especially, people love the series and they still do only 8 episodes. Sorry about my, talking because I'm kind of focused on the game a bit more. So, yeah.
And there goes Vader.
Yep. Definitely, this is definitely the best version of Obi-Wan by my opinion. I simply love him in I call it the Phase 1 armor from the Clone Wars, the one that I'm wearing right now in the game. Because eventually after Season 3, actually in Season 3, he gets the Phase 2 that looks more like his one from Revenge of the Sith. What is this guy doing? Okay.
Oh, he's about to get killed, that's what he's doing. Anyway, let's see what we have over here. Baby Yoda. Yes, that is definitely a really nice character. And hopefully we get to see him or her develop more, but I think it's a him.
Yeah, it's a him already.
Yeah. I didn't know they did a gender reveal, but anyway. Let's see what they...
Thank God they didn't do anything regarding gender in that crap.
Only 8, what the heck, I know. I guess we could get like 12 or something like that. That would be really
they
nice.
should have done it, but once again, I don't know why they're playing it lazy. It's not even playing it safe because they know that everyone's going to lose their shit simply for seeing the Baby Yoda series again.
I'm hearing they're going to show the Yoda species planet. Well, that could be interesting.
It could be interesting, but regarding George Lucas's wishes, they're not really respecting that again because it's Disney. It's what they do. They don't care about George Lucas, obviously, at this point.
Yeah, as we know from Episode 5, when scratch that. George Lucas said it himself that he didn't want to reveal that much about Yoda, and he wanted to just keep him, mysterious.
Especially his species. If some people in the EU, they really wanted to explore that, but they didn't get permission for it from George Lucas for the Yoda species. You can find art about it, like 3 Yoda species individuals worshipping some deity that looks like a bigger Yoda. You can... What? Fuck. Shit. I wasn't paying attention, too focused on what I was talking about. So you can see that, but George Lucas didn't really, give permission for that, and he only allowed a brief backstory of Yoda with Nakata Del Gormo, his master. We also have a video on that, you can check it out. So yeah, I don't think it's really respecting the wishes of George Lucas if they explore it. It could be interesting, but I don't know. George Lucas has been through enough, if you ask us. He shouldn't be disrespected. They ignored his script completely, so it's not fair. But if they do it in a respectful way, it could be good. So yeah, I don't know about Jon Favreau. He's okay, but Dave Filoni mostly knows what he's doing, and hopefully he'll keep it George Lucas friendly regarding his species. Now, what do we have from the scenes in the trailer, if you remember correctly?
Well, the trailer wasn't really memorable. I remember seeing the, what's it called? The woman in the robes.
Yeah, there are speculations that it's Sabine Wren.
Yeah, so it's either like a Sabine Wren or a Jedi, or maybe no one. So we'll see about that when it comes out.
It will be stupid if it's another new character.
Is Cade Skywalker the most powerful Skywalker?
Anakin, definitely.
Anakin Skywalker is the most powerful one, especially if he filled his full potential. Which, of course, he didn't. He got chopped to pieces on Mustafar, but...
we believe that he would have been the most powerful being in the galaxy as the chosen one if he fulfilled his full potential. But if we consider the EU after Return of the Jedi into it, Luke Skywalker would be way more powerful than both Anakin and Cade. Although we like to believe that Anakin is the,
Yes.
the most powerful being in the galaxy if he fulfilled it, but he didn't. But he's one with the Force, and if we remember correctly, I've been saying that phrase too much in this live stream. I can already see it, but I'm not really good at English, as you can see. I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, once you become a Force ghost, you become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. I'm guessing that Anakin is the most powerful then.
Yes.
If it even makes any sense or difference, or if it's even important, I'm not really sure it is.
It wasn't really explained that well, but anyway, let's see. What else do they say?
By the way, this is Todd's noob account. As you can see, he doesn't have too many cards. He hasn't been playing a lot, so...
Yeah, and I can also see a comment over here. Have we played this before? Yes, we have, but it's been a long time, and I haven't really played Battlefront that much.
Out of the two of us, he's the guy that mostly gets excited about games and then doesn't play them when they come out. And I'm mostly the one who doesn't give a shit and then simply enjoy it for what it is if I do enjoy it. With the movies, no. Only the games. To a point, though. So yeah, what do we have from the comments? Can you find something? Some questions?
It says, use Grievous, and then Kate Skywalker can use Dark Transfer, the ultimate Force healing.
Why not?
Well, now that you mentioned that, I guess we could do like a video on how powerful Kate Skywalker is. That would be kind of cool.
Yep. Those how powerful videos always work well.
Indeed they do.
Okay, I'm going to focus on killing Luke now, because... Yeah. So where were we with the Mandalorian series? What are you guys mostly, excited about regarding it? It's coming from someone who's not really a fan of the Mandalorian series, aka me. So let's see what your thoughts are. We always wanted to, hear your thoughts regarding that stuff because, we think that it's kind of overrated. I don't know if you guys think that. It's overrated and not really adding anything new to the lore of Star Wars. Basically using the same old things and too many cool looking T-visor helmets because Boba Fett is cool and that's basically the Disney logic there.
But then again, when you look at it from the other side, it's all good until they screw something up. So, for now it's going well, and they haven't screwed anything yet. And hopefully it stays like that. And hopefully they just add more new things into, into all that. Which could be really cool.
Shit. What? Okay. Yeah, they really should focus on the story because it's simply... some of the things that annoyed me in Season 1 were the too many fill-in episodes that don't really progress the story in any way. And you basically have 2 or 3 episodes that, basically 2 last episodes and the first one and the third one. Okay, half the season is basically the main story and the other half are all fill-in episodes for no reason at all. I mean, the second episode pissed us off because...
Yeah, it was like only the second episode we were really getting like into it. And then, it just turned out to be a filler, which is kind of sad.
What's ironic is the Mandalorian was gone for about, let's say, 5 or 10 hours a day away from his ship on that planet. Can't remember the name. Don't really care, to be honest. Damn. And the Jawas took his ship apart completely, yet in The Rise of Skywalker, that crappy ship was on... once again, I can't remember the planet's name. The one where the celebration was going on.
Doesn't matter.
Well, the ship was intact for over 30 years. No one touched it, and it was on a big rock for everyone to see it who's passing by. It's just... the entire Disney canon makes no sense whatsoever.
I want to see an everyday life of a temple guard.
Oh yeah, that would be actually good.
That could be a really cool thing.
You know what's interesting? I specifically have a Jedi Temple Guard costume that we made a few years back. We wanted to go watch Rogue One with some of our favorite outfits from Star Wars, and Todd made Darth Nihilus, and I was a Jedi Temple Guard. Although sadly I didn't have a yellow lightsaber, so I simply used a Anakin Skywalker, aka Luke Skywalker from Episode 4 lightsaber. I don't know, it's not Black Series, it's the Force Effects lightsaber from the good old days, where you can remove the blade. We used that. It was awesome. We really have to remake that, because now I have another lightsaber now. It's Luke Skywalker hilt, and it has 12 colors. You can change it into anything you want, and now we have a yellow one. Although it's not a double-sided one, but still.
Jedi it's Temple. Like a Luke-inspired saber from Episode 6, and then and then you got the blade, which can change colors.
Yeah, you can even pretend that it's a Dark Empire Luke Skywalker when you turn it into a yellow one. No, a red one, sorry.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Just so you know, I'm not really focused too much on playing here, because
let's see.
It's hard to
the Scoundrel's Cantina. Who's your favorite character in Battlefront 2? Obi-Wan. I guess. I don't know, man. I've never, I didn't play it enough to get a favorite one, but when it comes to looks, it's definitely Obi-Wan with his Clone Wars outfit. How about you?
I love both Obi-Wan and Anakin in their Clone Wars outfits, but regarding playability, Anakin, when he was OP, it was amazing. You're basically a tank that no one can kill on the map. Although Luke Skywalker is really the ultimate hero regarding the Force pushes, and as you can see, he's basically like the main and protagonist here, in a way, because he was one of the first Jedi that you get in the game, and interestingly enough, he has it all. You have the push, you have the repulse, and also the saber attack, and simply because they gave him that at the very beginning, they couldn't use it on any other character. They couldn't give him the same abilities, even though they're basic stuff. I don't know, Luke Skywalker is really easy to control. You can really easily kill anyone, and he's very fast, but I always prefer Kenobi, because hello there.
Hello there. So anyway, let's see what this guy says. Guys, Hasbro made a Revan and is making a Palpatine lightsaber with removable blade for both. Well, that is really cool, but the issue is we cannot really get Hasbro over here, so
yeah, in Serbia you can't. Hasbro doesn't have a reach.
So the thing is, nobody wants to ship over here, so you can't really get that.
Yeah, mostly because we're not in the European Union, and believe us, it's a very good thing that we're not in it.
Poor HK-47 stuck in a computer.
What? Yeah, that Revan lightsaber looked amazing. If I remember, they said that it was gonna have a changeable lightsaber hilt. It's supposed to be you get a purple lightsaber and a red one, which is really nice and accurate. Although you should technically buy two.
Indeed.
Not for us though. We're too cheap for that. No, just joking. We can't really even get to it here, so
yeah, there's no shipping option for this, so
damn. Not enough players. Okay.
No, let's just go back and get our next match.
Maybe we could go for an Ewok hunt. That's quite fun. Let's see what we have. Do we have any questions?
Nothing yet. What happened to the Ebon Hawk and also Revan descendants?
I can't really remember. I actually thought that the Ebon Hawk was the smuggler's ship from the Star Wars: The Old Republic, but it wasn't when it came out back in the day, like 10 years ago. But I can't really remember what happened. Revan was captured by the Sith Emperor Vitiate, put into stasis. T3M6 that's his droid's name, if I remember. I don't know what happened to him. I think he was no. Revan was captured, and during Koto 2, Mitra Surik got a hold of the Ebon Hawk. Yeah. Oh wait, no, that was after. I mixed it up a bit, basically. Revan got captured after Knights of the Old Republic 2 in the EU. And then I don't really know what happened to the Ebon Hawk.
Alright, so let's see what we got over here. Do you believe Starkiller is too OP?
No.
No, I think it's just about right.
We don't, because we think that we didn't get to see the full potential of most Jedi in Star Wars ever, basically. And for example, you have the Battle of Megiddo, You have some female Jedi that holds back a Venator-class Star Destroyer from falling down on the troops, but sacrifices herself then, because it eventually does fall. But imagine she keeps a Venator from falling on top of them, basically. So that's like one example. No, Starkiller is not overpowered. Although regarding the fight with Darth Sidious, he held his ground because I don't know. Oh, he loves Juno, maybe. It's a powerful motivator.
Definitely.
Although Sidious is clearly the most powerful, and he seems like he was toying with most of them. Gotta love how Vader simply gets blasted then with the explosion when the Force lightning hits everything around him, especially the stormtroopers. They have no chance. Ah, crap.
Oh, here we go. Space Vietnam. What do you think about Microsoft buying Bethesda for $7.5 billion? Well, maybe we get to see. Maybe we get to see another Skyrim game.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Have to find a cave here. Have you guys played Ewok Hunt? It seems boring at first, but it's really actually fun. Can you please turn off the light here?
Yeah, I can. Here you go.
Because it's really dark. I can't see anything here. Oh, okay. There we have it. So, do you guys have any questions for us? Any video requests or anything like that? I mean, we can talk about the behind-the-scenes things that we do here. The Mandalorian topic isn't really too interesting to us. We were hoping that you guys would fill us in on stuff that you like about it.
Alright, let's see. Revan versus Nihilus. Who would win?
Nihilus. Although, it'll be a close fight.
It's definitely a trick question, pretty much. Because, like...
Mitra Surik does beat... She does... Oh, shit. Is that a neat...
They were in the trees, man. Anyway,
this is probably the best spot to fight.
Revan versus Anakin. Well, as we said, we believe that Anakin...
The Prodigal Knight against the Chosen One. Chosen One beats him, but not by much. Although if he has his full potential, as being the Chosen One, he beats anyone, definitely. Even Abeloth, I believe so. But it's got to be Anakin. It's got to be Anakin, definitely. Although Revan, very powerful, he could beat basically anyone, even Obi-Wan Kenobi, but not Anakin. And one of the reasons why Anakin didn't beat Obi-Wan was because he knew him very well.
Let's see what else we have over here. Create a Star Wars story when?
Actually, the script... Shit!
The script for that video is actually written down, but it's supposed to be, I think we could edit it a bit more. And then it's all up to me, just record it, and then we can edit it.
Yeah. It's an amazing story, and one of the things that we're never probably going to fulfill with it is you can't make a good enough Kreia video, because basically Kreia's Conundrums video is about 2 hours long, and it's the best video about Kreia that is out there, and still it's not enough, because she's an amazing character, very complex. It's remarkable how a game can make such a developed character and with such an amazing story, yet a movie doesn't even try. I mean, take a look at Rey. What the hell is that even supposed to be? Really, I don't know. By the way, guys, can you see the stream? Because to us it seems like we have some technical difficulties. Please let us know if everything's okay.
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Okay, it's back.
Yeah, it just got stuck on the phone, and that's it. All right, so let's see what else they say. Can you do a video about Kyber crystal lore?
Of course we can.
We can, but it's only a matter of time before we, because first we gotta explore the lore, then we gotta write it down, and then we gotta make a script and everything. Shit. And after that just goes the the countless editing.
Yeah, the editing is a bitch, definitely. I don't know how other Star Wars channels do it, but they seem to be able to make content like a video a day. I don't know how they do it, but to us it simply takes a lot of time because I don't know. We just don't want any mistakes in our editing, and we want to make it something that we're gonna be proud of all our lives. Like we want to make videos that when we watch them in 10 years, it's gonna be an amazing quality like it was made yesterday. That's what we want. It simply makes us feel better, you know. Because to us this is not only a job. I mean it became a job out of a hobby because we love making videos. It's a passion, and let's just say that in our external hard drives where we keep everything, we have each and every video that we ever made in the best possible quality, 60 FPS, 1080p, you know, some are even 4K that can be. We simply keep them in a folder, even though it takes a huge amount of gigabytes, and we keep it that way because we care about it. It's basically like our collection of, well, movies in a way. I mean, they're not movies, but our work. You know, it's a hobby at the same time. So that's why it takes a lot of time. It's not only about money.
All right, let's see what we have over here. What do you think about the upcoming Obi-Wan show? What hopes do you have for that one? Well, to tell you the truth, I don't really have a lot of hopes for that one, because I learned to keep my hopes down, and then if something's good, I just kind of get excited for it. And I think it's better that way. But anyway, the show, I think I read somewhere, is going to be a one-season only show, and it's going to explore Obi-Wan's time on Tatooine. So I guess, like, it could be good. We'll see.
The thing is, they're very limited with it. That's why they're only doing one season. And honestly, though, if you asked us this about 5 years ago, definitely yes. Do an Obi-Wan movie. Do an Obi-Wan show. You can't miss it. Ewan McGregor is the perfect age right now for the role.
Yes,
he's the perfect age for it. He will do a great job. But on the other hand, we're dealing with Disney. They can make Obi-Wan gay, as far as I can see it. They can do it. If they want it, they can do it. And it's unnecessary crap that no one wants. Honestly, though. And, you know, some people asked us, like, regarding the political stuff. We said that Star Wars used to be for everyone, because it has a universal message that anyone on planet Earth, which considers himself to be a okay person, at least a decent person, can look up to the message of Star Wars, which is redemption of the irredeemable, good versus evil, and family. Everyone can look up to it. But when you add identity politics, when you add, for example, America supports gays, which it's completely up to them. It's your choice. Some people don't, for example, like most of the world doesn't really, even though people ignore it. The thing is, it's not for everyone anymore, if you get what I mean. It's for America then, you know, and other people don't want to see it. It's the way it works, basically. It's just an example out of many. Feminism and all that, you know, all that crap that really shouldn't be in a story that's not about that at all.
Alright, let's see what else do we have over here. If you were a clone commander, what armor design would you have for yourself? Any design, including your own custom design.
You're up first.
I guess I would go with Phase 1. And if I was a clone commander, you say, well, I guess it would have been Phase 1 with a comma and a pauldron, as well as 2 DC-17s blasters, just like Captain Rex, and then a custom design on it, I guess. And that would be it for me, I guess. So what about you?
Well, Captain Rex from the chat I think is he still in the chat? Yeah, he's still there. He asked a similar question last week when we did our first live stream. Basically, I love Captain Rex more than any other clone trooper of them all. Amazing character. It's amazing what you can do with a character that looks like a million others. Nonetheless, with that said, definitely Phase 1 armor. I always loved Phase 1 armor more than Phase 2, especially after seeing, you know, the ending of Attack of the Clones. So it's definitely a Phase 1 armor. If I was a part of some battalion or something like that, Wolfpack most likely, because they were the only ones well, not the only ones, but the ones that look the best, by my opinion, regarding the Phase 1, armor. With, most of the Phase 1 clones didn't have really colored, battalions didn't really have their own colors. They were mostly white, and they used... Shit, it's hard to concentrate and play this game at the same time. They basically used colors to designate their...
their unit.
Their unit. No, not their unit. The rank at first.
Oh, yeah, at first, yeah.
The commanders were yellow, the captains were red and stuff like that. Except for the Wolfpack. They immediately had their own armor. It was at first red, but the grey one, that's the one I would basically choose from there.
Let's see what else. Any reason you guys prefer Phase 1? Well, it's...
T-Visor.
It's more appealing, I guess.
T-Visor. Mostly the Clone Wars series made me love the Phase 1 more than the Phase 2, honestly, at the end. Both with Lego and there. I mean, when you look at the movies, most people like the Phase 2 armor more because you see tons of variations in Revenge of the Sith, because Revenge of the Sith is a very rich movie with details. Amazing how much they put into it. And you only saw the white ones with Phase 1 armor. And maybe a few other colors, so they're not really appealing then, but the Clone Wars made them much more likable because of it. Because of the... Oh shit. Crap. Okay, Todd, you can take over while I kill this.
Sure thing, but I'm not going to be playing Space Vietnam, that's for sure. Alright, so let's see what we have over here. This is an interesting one, because I've actually got an answer to this one. What would everybody's Sith and Jedi names be? Well, I know that because I have my characters in Star Wars The Old Republic, and I actually got a Sith Zabrak, which is called Valakorth. And then it really suits him to when you look at it. And then I've also got a Jedi Knight, which is called Belmore, as well as a Jedi Consular, which is called Saraka T, because she's a Takruta, just like Ahsoka.
You actually remember their names?
Yes, I do remember their names, even though I haven't played for 4 years, but I still remember.
Well, I only remember my Jedi Knight game. Character.
Yeah, Jedi character.
The Rey Fisto.
Yes.
The human Jedi Knight, Jedi Guardian with a single blade. So that's about it with me regarding that. Can't really remember the others. I'm more into World of Warcraft regarding the MMORPGs. So yeah. Shit. Not too much happening here. Doubt that the Ewoks are gonna kill us all. Okay, one guy's lost.
So, do you have anything else to add to the Mandalorian topic that we were talking about?
The Mandalorian topic. Okay, one of the things that I would, suggest to them to not do, even though they're not really gonna listen. What happened? Is definitely don't make connections with the sequel trilogy. It really can't be good if they do that. I mean, it can be okay. But ignore the sequel trilogy completely, ignore the First Order, just pretend that it's a story for itself without the larger, things that happen in the galaxy there. That would be my suggestion, basically. Shit. Damn.
And there you go.
Now, let's move on to some other game, because too slow, most likely, probably boring to watch, because nothing's happening most of the time. So, yeah.
Alright. Just go on to some Supremacy and there you go. That way's easier.
Why not?
Yeah, just go for it.
Let's see what they give us. If they give us the sequel trilogy, we're not in luck with The Mandalorian. If they give us Age of Rebellion, it's going to be okay. If they give us the Clone Wars here, the Mandalorian's going to be awesome. So let's see which one it is.
Alrighty.
And then they don't give us anything.
And also, a reason why the sequel, leading to the sequels is a bad idea is because we already know where the sequels lead to, so it's,
And they lead to basically crap. The most shit story I've ever seen in a trilogy of movies to date. I don't know what's wrong with this. Why is it not connecting to anything? They usually immediately work.
Well, I guess it doesn't have a lot of players.
Hard to believe.
It is what it is.
We'll try again.
We've got some pretty interesting names over here in the chat.
Just give us a sec, guys, to have a drink and whatnot.
All right, let's do a quick transfer, and I'll be back in like a minute.
Actually, much sooner. Okay, so it's going to be Republic, actually. The best possible version, but for some reason Battlefront is not really picking up. I don't know why. It usually does. So we're changing seats, and let's go through the comments and whatnot. Do you have a Lego Chrome C-3PO? No, I don't, sadly. Although I'm not really, don't really care too much. I have enough Lego. I don't really have to have it all. One of the principles that I went by when we started getting money from YouTube, which was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, was that, unlike most Lego YouTubers, which try to review everything, which is completely fine because their channels are about that stuff, I never wanted to have all Lego that I can get from each wave of sets, like all Lego Star Wars stuff, because then I knew that the value of that to me personally would decline much more. So I don't mind. I don't buy all the sets. I only buy what I like, and I never go through multiple packages unless it's a really good battle pack. Although one tradition that I go through every time is I buy each and every battle pack for at least 10. I bought each and every battle pack for 10 years now because I love battle packs. They're great for they're great collectibles for awesome minifigures. So it's a must. As always, although regarding the Final First Battle Pack, I only bought 3 of them for a really cheap price because they didn't know what price to put on it. And when the store saw that it went for one day, it disappeared completely, they basically doubled the price for them. So here in Serbia, it's about $45 right now. $45 is one battle pack, and I bought 3 of them for $25. In dollars speaking, it's about 20 euros in euros and other currencies.
No, it's about the same, I guess.
Okay, let's see
Small
what's
difference
next.
to it.
What do you guys? Favorite Lego Clone Trooper I have is of course Captain Rex that Minifig Maker sent me. You can check out his channel. I always recommend him because it was fan mail, and yes, it was already asked last week. Well, actually, JJ messed it up. Well, at first with The Force Awakens, it already felt as a meaningless story. Basically, like trying to continue a story that has a perfect ending, completely unnecessary, and it was doomed to fail, especially because of his mystery box crap. JJ knows only how to make the mystery and never to reveal it, as we've seen with the Lost series.
Yeah, he can only ask the questions, but he doesn't really provide an answer to it, so...
By the way, I see the minifig makers here in the chat, and that's the guy that sent me the Captain Rex minifigure. So definitely go to subscribe to his channel, he definitely deserves it. Amazing minifigures, and it's actually worth a lot. It's handmade. I think he used aluminum in the armor pieces and everything. Definitely my favorite Lego character in my collection. Do we believe the rumors that Disney will redo the sequel trilogy? Doubt it, because that includes them admitting that it was shit. And believe us, their ego is up their own asses. It's obvious. The SJWs always have to be right, even though they're not. They just ignore all existing information of them not being right, because it's what they do. They don't search for the truth. Their agenda is what matters most, and that's about it regarding that. Yeah, JJ did throw Finn away. They don't care. They really don't care. It used to be about money. Now it's all about the agenda. They don't care. My first Lego Star Wars set was a 1999 Naboo Starfighter, and my second one was a Desert Skiff set from 2000. The first one. I mean, I was born in 1996, so yeah, my parents bought those. I didn't have a lot of Lego when I was a kid, but now when I can, buy my own, I'm doing fine, as you'll see in some videos. Damn, my voice is completely gone.
Tis what it is.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going.
Okay. Want to go on to the Q&A, if possible, right now. We went through a few topics here. Briefly talked about the Mandalorian series. We don't really have too much to say about it, so it's mostly up to you guys regarding that. We went through the cancelled games, the full history of it, basically, since Disney bought it. And even a bit earlier, but yeah. Let's move on to the Q&A. We're going to try to go through everything here.
Hopefully. Alright, let's see what the people say.
If you guys want some shout-outs, by the way, just let us know here in the chat, and we'll try to, keep up with everything. Especially if there are any channels that need any help. We're completely open to helping you guys out, because we know how hard it is to start your own channel. Especially in 2020, when the rules have never been stricter, when censorship has never been stronger, and, it's injustice, let's just call it that way. So if you guys need any help with your channels, just let us know, and we'll say it out loud for everyone to hear it here, because we know how it is to not get views, and for trying to find a way to push through the first 1,000 subs. And even with 232,000 subscribers right now.
Yeah, we're still not getting enough views and everything.
Yeah, we're still struggling with views and everything, because it's simply the way it is. Captain Rex CT7567, of course you can have a shout out, and I'm guessing this is it. I don't know if you do videos, but if you do, we'll check him out later when we finish this off, so everyone else can if you make videos. Why not? Cheap microphone recommendations. Well, when we were buying microphones, we didn't have a.
Yeah, there was
cheap,
not a lot of options out there when we were buying it.
Especially not a cheap option.
So there was an X1 USB mic, which was available when we were buying it, as well as the Razer stuff. And right now, the mic I have, but it's on repair, is the Razer Siren X, and it worked perfectly up until it started, like the what's it called?
The static started.
Yeah, it's like the static where it just goes like a cracking noise and stuff like that. But I believe that's something to do with me. So I'm gonna have to check that out when it finally gets here. But anyway, so Razer Siren X is a pretty good one. It's about $120-$130, as well as I believe they have some. I'm not sure if it's Red Dragon or whatnot, but they do have.
Yeah, they do have some cheaper ones as well. Which
yeah,
is
I believe
nice.
they go for like 70, 80, whatever.
Yeah, but all in all, what we learned from buying microphones is they're not really cheap most of the time. You can use, you can use cheaper ones, but the quality is not really good, especially when you're using headphones. Even the Razer headphones have a shit mic.
Yes, that is true. I've got the Razer. What is it? I believe they're
Kraken.
Razer's. Yeah, Kraken. That's
Kraken
the one.
Ones.
So I've got the Krakens, but they still do have like a shit mic that has like some micro static or whatever, and it was like that literally from the day it came in. So,
Pello Tubies, thank you so much for loving us. It means a lot, really. It's still weird for us after so many years, because you don't get used to people enjoying your content and stuff like that. Some people refer to themselves as fans, but we can't really accept that, because we're same as all of you guys. We just sit on our computer and waste our life making videos. Joking, but you know how it goes. Anyway, do we think that there should be more Dark Times like stories? The Empire is still in the process of changing and still using Phase 2 clones, Venators, V-Wings. definitely, it's a very unexplored area in the timeline, and yeah, Dark Times and Purge comics is basically all you get from that. Not even Jedi Fallen Order did anything regarding that, even though it's like 5 years after Revenge of the Sith and 14 before A New Hope. But yeah, they still should have had some V-Wings at least by that time. You know what else? When we're on that topic, 18 BBY is when the Battle of Kashyyyk happens from the Star Wars The Force Unleashed game, and you have a different type of Stormtrooper helmet there when you look in the very first mission of The Force Unleashed. The Stormtroopers, basically imagine a regular Stormtrooper helmet, except that the visor isn't divided, it's all one visor. So it's like still in transition from Phase 2 to Phase 3, aka the Stormtroopers. Really cool detail right there, by the way, for those who like that, the Dark Times era of the Great Jedi Purge. No, we don't have merch yet, but we're actually gonna try and make something for us at first, and I don't know. We'll see. We want to make T-shirts. Like, imagine our logo with the entire background. Imagine that background being what the shirt looks like, the beige color, the tan, with all the scratches and all that crap that we put in there. That's what we want our T-shirts to look like, but it's probably going to be quite expensive to make because it's a basically full T-shirt print. I don't know, we're going to try and see if we can do something, but we would love to do it. Especially if someone, would like to have it, because it would be an honor for anyone to actually want a single thing of our merch. So we'll see what happens. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Maybe do it for some of the biggest fans that really want it. We can do it at first, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for calling our content great, because if you look back a few years, it's unwatchable. We can't believe that we actually got subscribers for the shit videos that we used to make. Sadly. Well, not sadly, thank you. Thank you for that. But honestly, though, we tried watching some of them like a few days ago. We used to record over my phone. Imagine that.
Yeah, like, first off, we started off with recording videos on the phone with a, what's it called? It was like the voice recorder, the stock that came with the Samsung phone, as well as the actual camera on the phone. I think the first video we did is the, you can't really find that right now, but it's the Glock 17 Gen 3 from ASG. That was the first video. And then we just kind of, you got to start with something, and then from there we just kind of slowly crept our way up to Star Wars and started doing that. And yeah, here we are now, 230,000 subs later.
Basically, yeah. Very weird. Especially because it was not even related to Star Wars when we started. We didn't know what we were gonna do with the channel at all. It was basically mixed on everything we have interests in. Like, Todd likes airsoft, I like Lego. We both like Star Wars. We both liked DC, Marvel, everything before the Dark Times, of course. So yeah, here we are, all those years. By the way, it's gonna be in October the 3rd.
Yeah, it's going to be the anniversary of our channel. I think it's going to be, 5 years, yeah.
Can't believe it. Honestly, though, we could have worked a lot more. Although we had some very bad few years. Like, for example, I had 2 operations. My ass, on my ass, basically, had 2 operations. A hair grew in, whatever. It was horrible. I couldn't sit, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. And it happened twice. And I also hurt my back last year. Two discs got out. So it's really been hard since last September to sit down and edit videos, which is why you guys are not getting all the content that we have planned, because I'm not allowed to sit that much. It's painful for me, and I can feel it, hitting me in the legs sometimes when I walk, the impulses from my back. So, it's quite hard to work now. And life simply gets in the way. It's really hard. We're really stressed. We have a lot of problems in our lives. So I don't know. We try our best, and hopefully you'll be enjoying it soon enough when we finish it off.
Yes, we
But-
got a lot of projects that we're trying to finish right now.
But, each video is a lot of pain for me to even sit down and,
Yeah, just grind at everything and just, first off there's the writing of the script, then there's the recording, which is usually my part, and then goes to the editing, and finally, just making sure everything's okay, and then the music, and then you're good to go. And as simple as it sounds, it's not really that simple, and it really takes a lot of time, especially in the style that we try to do the videos in. And we just want the videos to turn out great, which I hope
which
we're
is the
doing.
entire point.
Yes.
We don't want to make it sloppy. We want every single frame to be in place as we imagine it firstly.
Yes,
But-
do all the cuts right. Do all the transitions right between the pictures and the and the videos when they're in the program and editing them and everything. So yeah.
And every time we make something, we watch it to check if the program did what we told it to do. Because sometimes, actually a lot of times, it decides to put in things that we didn't edit in, like black spots and bugs.
Yeah, it just goes to like a black screen or whatever, and just messes up some frames and everything. So you just gotta triple check everything before you put that out on YouTube.
The worst part about it is that I can't enjoy my own video when I finish it. For example, the Obi-Wan video, it took me months to finish it, and then at the very end I was sick and tired of even watching it because I've watched it 50 times at least to only make it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go through the other questions. Are these streams going to be a regular thing? Yes, they are, because we've noticed that we weren't capable of releasing a lot of content, so we wanted to give into live streams. And also, to be honest, our revenue has really gone down over the summer here, because it's summertime here in Serbia. So we wanted to try doing something new, and also it's an opportunity for us to talk about things that we wouldn't be able to talk about, as when we write scripts, edit videos, it takes a long time to say everything that we said right here and right now. And also we need to, practice our English, which can't be a bad thing.
Definitely. You can never get enough of that.
So yes, it's going to be a regular thing. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. You can criticize it as much as you want. Constructive criticism is always open. We're always open for that, and it's something we definitely need because, as you can see, we're really unsure of our capabilities of even doing a live stream here.
Yes. So it's all a matter of just you watching the stream and telling us what's up, and
Yeah. CT7567 2013, 2008, or 2002 Lego LAAT gunship. My favorite one personally is the 2008 one because it's the first one I ever got. I have two 2013 versions of it. One is broken down for more pieces because I want to make a Rendaran class Old Republic shuttle from those pieces. And I used some pieces to upgrade the 2008 version, which is my ultimate version now. It's a mix of the 2013 and the 2008 one, which is kind of a mock out of two gunship sets, which I can't wait to make a review on. It's my favorite set in my entire collection. And regarding the Lego 2002 LAAT, I never got the chance to have it. I wanted it since I saw it as a kid. And if any of you guys know where I can get it and they can send it to Serbia, I would really want to get it. And it's probably one of the sets that I would never upgrade and simply keep as a collector's piece because, when I was a kid, there's a lot of things that I couldn't ever afford, that I couldn't have. But now as I grew up, I've started to realize some dreams that I had as a kid and make them come true. Like, for example, I always wanted to have the Lich King sword Frostmourne, and 2 years ago, I got it somehow. It's a miracle, and thank God for that, it happened. Hopefully the same thing will happen with the 2002 Lego Gunship. So yeah. Let's go on to the next questions. Shit, I've missed a lot. What do you think a Dark Time Star Wars project will look like to you? Similarly to Jedi Fallen Order, most likely, if it was to ever come out right now. Just simply using more, for example, still using the Phase 2 clones, the Final First, for example, like in the Dark Times comics and the Purge comics, and more viewings. And that's, basically in the style of Jedi Fallen Order, although it would be cool if you were the Empire there. If you were the clone stormtroopers, playing them would be awesome. And for example, playing through the Apple storyline where he gets killed in Kashyyyk by Rowan Shrine would be an awesome mission. Then Commander Vil taking over the 501st, and basically characters like that. Commander Bo would be really nice.
Definitely a nice little timeline to explore, that's for sure.
Yep. Okay, this is a really interesting question that no one ever asked. From Shiny Mickey Q. Can't really pronounce it at the end. Shiny Mimi. Oh, Shiny Mimi. Okay. How come you guys decided to make your religious beliefs a part of your channel? Well, basically, when we started this, okay, I'll start from something that happened earlier, way before the channel. I used to be in depression, and like 10 years ago, it lasted for 2 years, the depression. And it's something that a lot of people struggle with these days, and I'm not really surprised at all, because the entire system is designed to destroy us, whether that be our health or anything. And I was in depression because life didn't have any meaning. I always believed in God, but still it felt meaningless, as I was also a teenager then, and I've been like searching for the truth for 2 or 3 years. It was really hard. I wanted to kill myself multiple times. I knew I was never going to go through with it, because I'm not an idiot. It's a decision that changes everything forever. It does solve all your problems, but it's not recommended at all. Well, it's not really solving problems, it's running away from them. Anyway, when I got out of depression, one night I had a dream. It was a dream unlike anything else in my life. Basically, I had a dream of God, and he was talking to me. And it's not so much about the dream, how it's about the feeling of talking, of even grasping the concept of talking to the creator of everything around us, of all the information in our DNA, of every single thing, and at the same time someone who loves you. And basically after that dream, I started digging myself out of my grave, if I'm gonna call it that way. So basically when I started after that, everything I do in life, everything me and Todd do in life, basically, we're best friends, have been for almost 20 years. We want to thank God for it, because we're thankful for everything. So in our videos, it's more like a thank you to the creator for the awesome and beautiful story of Star Wars. For example, for the Lego set that I have, or anything. So it's more like a thank you to God at the end, because we don't really care too much about other people's beliefs, because if we did, you'd get annoyed about those things. Those things are none of our business. So we're not trying to shove it to anyone. It's more of a thing for us at the end of the video. People can like it, they can dislike it, they can do whatever they want, because it's none of our business. It's completely your choice. So basically that's why we do it. That's sort of the story. And that's the principle. And ever since the depression went away, I started seeing the world as not through only my eyes, because I used to only think about myself when I was depressed. I just wanted to not feel the way I did. And after that, I'm seeing all the pain, destruction, and crap around me on the planet. I just want to make it a better place if possible. I know it's impossible. I know it's not going to happen ever. But it's going to be worth it. And I want as many people as possible to know about it. I want them to use their brains. I want them to question the system. I want them to question everything and find the truth for themselves, because if you search for it, you will find it. That's definitely it. Because I did after 3 years. It's not easy. Life doesn't get easier if you believe in God after, but it's going to be worth it one day. At least we believe so. So that's it, what we have in that. What do you think, Todd? You have anything to add on it?
I think that's pretty much on spot, yeah.
Okay, let's go on to the next things. What's our favorite capital ship during the Clone Wars era?
Definitely the Venator.
Yeah. I didn't even manage to read the comment and you already answered it. It's the Venator for him as well. Definitely Venator class Star Destroyer. Beauty of the ship. Much better than the Acclimator. Much prettier, definitely. Okay. Would just want to go through some comments again.
Yeah, let's see what else do we have over here.
What are your guys' favorite dragons from Star Wars? Mine are Star Dragons. What? There are Star Dragons. I'm not really aware of that, if that's a thing in lore. But you do have the Crate Dragon. You do have... Oh, what's it called? There's an Onderonian war in the Old Republic era with Frid and Nad and something like that. And if I remember correctly, you have dragons over there as well. You have the Dragon Rider with the double-bladed lightsaber, which has 3 hilts. Which is... What? No, 2 hilts. With a beam between them, which is really interesting. So yeah, you have quite a few dragons in Star Wars. You can actually search it up. There are at least over 10 or 15. Okay. Let's see what's next. Yeah, regarding our belief in God, we've noticed that this day and age, usually, for some people, it's become a bad thing to believe something in something greater than yourself, and basically like that. But it's okay to not believe. I mean, it's completely okay if you don't believe in anything. You know, of course, it's completely your choice, and that's where it ends. You don't need an argument for it. But people started looking down on people who believe in something bigger than themselves, in a greater good, and a good versus evil. I don't know why that is. It's really weird. I mean, we believe that it's all completely designed to take you away from the Creator, because that's the point. It's not about religion at all. It's all about living a better life. So people usually think that why we mention this is because we're religious. We're actually not religious at all. We dislike religion as a whole because it really made a mess. It made God into a dictator that tells you what you have to do, or otherwise you go to hell, instead of simply telling you the way it is, which is everything in the Bible is simply there to make a better life for you. It's your choice. You're gonna suffer the consequences if you don't keep with that, because the consequences will catch up to you by your own doing, not some punishment. So it's basically guidelines for a better life, which people ignore because they think, you know, he's a dictator. No, it's just simply for your own good, which people ignore. And no one ever explains it that way, sadly. Especially not religion. So, yeah. Regarding that topic, that's it there. Can I ask you, how are our uploads helping you pull through depression? Because it's really, we don't know how it goes, because we coped with it in a different way. At least I did. If you mind explaining that, because I'm really interested to hear what you have to say there. Anything is possible, even the impossible is possible at some point. Well, that's how it's been playing and chilling. You know,
pretty much. I was just vibing out, man.
To tell you the truth, at this point, regarding our beliefs, we believe that almost everything is possible. Like, for example, this is something of a hobby. It's not an important topic. It's more of an interest of ours. Like, for example, imagine all the folklore through the ages, from the Middle Ages, from the medieval times, all the folklore talking about some unnatural, supernatural creatures, for example. All the artists painting it, all the, what do you call them, the songs written about it. I think that people are, today, people have got it into their mind that people used to be idiots before. Yet, without the people from the past, throughout history, we would have never gotten here where we are, even though it's not really a good place where we are right now. I believe we're really falling as humanity, like the planet has never seen before. We're really we don't believe in evolution, but I'm gonna say we're devolving, especially our mind is definitely. It's poisoned by everything possible. With that said, people today believe that people from the past used to be morons and believe idiotic things, yet we wouldn't be here without them. And one of the main questions is, why would they lie about seeing something? Like, for example, you have we love Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, and we love real life folklore. And those things are passed down from father to child over the centuries. Sure, people have probably been adding a lot, but we are open to the belief that maybe everything you see in the series Supernatural might have existed. Demons, angels, and stuff like that. We believe in that, and it's probably mixed into it all. But for example, imagine a creature such as Davy Jones existing, or someone naming him Davy Jones and adding a story to it. But something was there, because why would someone lie? Because you have the exact time, the exact date of some sailors writing down what they saw all over the world, and the picture comes into place. It's the same thing they've been seeing. Today people call it superstition, but I don't see a reason for people to lie. Then it's not like they're going to get popular or something. So people have to start asking questions, and we believe that much more is possible than we are even allowing our brain to believe that it is, simply because of the way we're programmed from birth to not believe in anything that we don't see with our own eyes. So we're open to the belief that everything might be possible, because we can't pretend to know everything, especially not all the mysteries of the universe, because we're limited human beings. And it's something we have to accept, because in the old times philosophers said that I know that I don't know anything, which is probably the smartest thing someone ever said, because we truly don't know anything, and people pretend to know, pretend to have all the information about all sorts of topics, like for example evolution or believing in God. But we can't pretend to know that. Everything is based on believing, and you have evidence regarding the beliefs. So you know where I'm going with it. Basically, we have to start asking questions, because if someone says the word scientist, a scientist said something, it's not proof of anything. It's just manipulation by using a buzzword designed to make you believe something that you've never seen, something that doesn't make sense, for example. So yeah, that's how it goes. There, my voice really went out with that. Got too carried away with some topics that really interest us in life. I hope that that's okay with you guys. Let us know here if it's okay. Okay, let's see what we have now. Being from America, we lost faith in something that includes God, and other things we lost our way. We completely agree, sadly. And hopefully you have enough common sense people to realize that, because everything starts in your minds, in your values, in your morals, and being a good person. It matters more than anything. You can't change the world without changing yourself first. So you can only start with yourself. A concept the SJWs don't really understand, sadly. And also the egoism is a huge problem. Everyone only thinking about themselves, sadly. Okay, what's next? Thank you very much for enjoying uploads and that it helped you. I mean, we never knew it would help someone. We just wanted to, do stuff that we love, and hopefully that someone can enjoy on the internet.
It's definitely nice to know that, that's for sure.
Actually, it gives us a lot of motivation when someone says it, because most of the time, because of life, we're not really motivated to make videos at times. You just sit down and work our ass off, because it does take a lot of time, and it's hard, especially when no one appreciates it. Certainly not our loved ones, because, you're the lowest form of life by being a YouTuber. So yeah, Ryan, we do agree. It's probably the first president that we actually like from there. We noticed, and we're glad about it, because most of the time it's been the complete opposite, if you know what I mean. Anyway, okay, poet Scotty, what kind of help do you need with your Star Wars fan fictions? If you want, we can promote your channel. If you already, we can promote your channel, but it will be much better if you already have some content on it, so that we can share on our community tab. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but from time to time we share.
Yeah, we do share some stuff on the community tab. So
regarding
if you have some stuff, just send it over, and we'll go ahead and share it.
Up and coming Star Wars channels can do it. Even channels based on other things, but it's not really too effective if it's not Star Wars because of the audience, you know. But we do help out people that need it here, because we know the way it is and how hard it is to push through at the beginning, because we've been through it twice already with our second channel as well, with the Crossroads in. And also I'm now going through that with my girlfriend on her channel. It's called Ta Leviosa. Everything's linked in the description of the live stream here that you can see. I'm trying to help her make her own channel and start, earning revenue on the things that she makes. You can check it out. It'll be much appreciated if you guys subscribe over there to her as well. She's actually going to be giving away some of that stuff that she made. It's basically handmade Death Star embroidery of Darth Vader, Darth Sidious, Baby Yoda as well, and even a ATSD cake that she made for my birthday. So she's going to be giving away some things like that. And once again, Ta Leviosa is her channel name. It's linked in the description below. Make sure to check it out and help someone out to make a living out of the things she loves, which would be awesome. And also, if you guys like Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, and World of Warcraft war videos, our second channel is the Crossroads in. And also we have more Lego there with Warcraft and other things which we're trying to push through. It's really hard to work on 3 channels at the same time, but we do our best. It's one of the reasons why we can't upload that often. So yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, the Mandalorian seems to have been given a 3rd and a 4th season as well, for those who are fans of it. So I'm guessing that's good news for you guys, if the series doesn't get woke and gets better, which it really does have to up the story a bit because of the season 1 without anything happening early in it.
Yes.
What other interests do we have besides Star Wars from Joey's Apollo?
Well, as we said before, we do have a channel for Warcraft lore, and as also for Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, stuff like that.
Yeah, we're really fans of that. Actually, we watched Dead Man's Chest today while eating Macca's. Getting fat.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, we literally grew up with it. When we went to 1st grade, it's one of the things that made us best friends at first. Basically Pirates of the Caribbean, then we went on to Star Wars as well, because we were the only 2 in our grade that loved stuff like that and played games. So that's how it all started. Pirates of the Caribbean and Star Wars, then we went to Lord of the Rings, and so on, World of Warcraft. That's what we love regarding the franchise. We used to love Marvel and DC a lot, but the amount of identity politics, feminism, and all the alphabet bullshit in it, and the shoving, it's been too hard to watch. For example, the seasons from the DC shows, Arrow, Flash, really great seasons at first, but then it went on to feminism and it was complete cancer.
Then they slowly start pushing their stuff in and just making it worse episode by episode, and there you have it.
From all the buzzwords, the ists, isms, phobes, fuck off DC, fuck off Marvel. Unwatchable now. So we're not really fans of it anymore. To us, it ended with Endgame, even though it was on the verge of getting woke. with some things in it, sadly. They should have simply kept it clean with Endgame, then do whatever you want after it, because we're done with Marvel now. We know what way they're going, and we're done with Marvel. Not giving a chance as soon as they go that route that Lucasfilm and Disney has.
And as Padme says, you're going down a path I cannot follow. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's the thing with us. If something is remotely woke or going to it, we're done. No more second chances. It's a franchise that is... those are franchises that are supposed to be here for the fans and not for the idiots that are never satisfied with the crap that they want shoved into it. Not to mention shoved to little children. That's like the whole point of it, sadly. The Horde of the Rings. You guys know that channel. Hilarious stuff. I don't think we should be talking about it a lot. Too many sick jokes in it. Do you think Gina Carano will be fired after a recent comment on Twitter? Can you tell us which comment it was specifically? I know that she's been telling the SJWs to fuck off and not giving a shit, because as far as we know, people from Texas are badasses. And probably the most normal place in America from our point of view, as far as we can see. And the people there. So she's awesome. And if you really want a strong woman that's not a whammon, like the rest of them that completely talk that they're strong, she actually shows it. She doesn't give in to the bullshit, and she's physically a strong person. And very attractive, to say the least. So yeah. Alex Jones was right. And you know, one of the things regarding that stuff is every time people are trying to find the truth, they already set up defensive positions with certain words, like conspiracy theory, for example. It's designed to discredit you, as is all the phobes and ists and isms. That's the whole point of the word, to discredit anyone searching for the truth. I'm going to stop with that right there, because, you know. Oh, you're from Texas. Well, that's good enough for us. Honestly, though, we would love it if only the Southerners were, with us here.
Nah, that's not the case. There's a lot of Git people from all over the,
That's actually true. Now, really, though, it should never be generalized. You can find good people everywhere in the world and bad people everywhere in the world. Whether that be a church or anything, it doesn't matter. It's simply a law of nature. So, yeah, no generalizations regarding that. Yeah, regarding the pronouns, Pedro Pascal has been, really getting woke on Twitter, sadly, and I'm not really sure if he's out of the series. But to be honest, he won't be really missed, because most of the time he's not even in the armor. And his voice, I'm guessing you can just get a voice actor who can, imitate it really good, or even change it for a better. So I don't really think he's gonna be really missed if he's gone. Because, to be honest, he's not really the character of the Mandalorian, but simply just the voice. And the Mandalorian so far doesn't have a lot of story to him, so you can't really ruin a character with a mask on. That much. I mean, helmet.
Well, at least they kept on the helmet, unlike the Kylo Ren thing, where they remove it for like the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Yep. Nah, I doubted that they were gonna fire her, because after all, since they respect the women so much, they should for once respect a real woman, which would be, a plus for Disney, at least. So yeah, I don't think she's going anywhere. I mean, they can hate her as much as they want, because that's what they do. That's what they're here for. That's what they do on the internet generally, and that's what they do to people that disagree with them all the time. We've been through it many times, and they can do whatever they want. We don't care. they're morons, that's the end of the story with the SJWs. The best thing we can do is laugh at them. The most constructive, because when you try talking to these people, it's like talking to a brick wall, sadly. We tried, and some people have really surprised us positively, but most of the time, nah, not really that much. So yeah. Anyway, guys, we're gonna be finishing up right now. We're really tired. It's
it's almost. I think it's almost 2 a.m. if I'm not mistaken.
It's 2 a.m. here, and we've had a hard day. A lot of work, edits, and stuff like that. So we're gonna be finishing up right now. Fire any comments or questions right now if you have any before we finish off. So we can
just gonna
answer
quit
it.
back to the main menu and just get everything ready for the end. And really, before the questions come in, if they do come in, I just want to say thank you for watching the stream. It was really a pleasure doing this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully there was not a lot of fuck-ups on our end. So
yeah, even though we talked about topics that weren't really supposed to be talked about on the Star Wars channel, but if you guys are interested, we're going to answer the questions and much more to it, because we really do care about the things we talk about, because we think it's important. All the rest is up to you. It's completely your choice, and that's good enough with us. So yeah, thank you very much about that. And yes, the streams are going to be a regular thing. Probably the next one is going to be on the 3rd of October, because then it's the anniversary, the 5-year anniversary. We don't know what we're going to do to make it a bit more special then, because we're still new to this thing, so we'll see. I'm not really sure. If you have any suggestions, let us know in the comments of this live stream when it gets uploaded as a video, or you can simply tell us right now. Also, if you want to support us on other platforms, channels, everything is linked in the description below. It will be much appreciated, both from us and from other people that we support and who we work with as well. So it's the Crossroads Inn channel, Tel Leviosa channel, we have a BitChute channel. We do have a Patreon, we still didn't get to it, and you can also join our Discord server and talk to us directly, because we don't really want to charge people for stuff like that, because you know how it goes with the
I don't know,
Patreon
it just kind of feels wrong, I guess.
It feels wrong for someone to give you money on Patreon or join the channel, and then for you to talk to them only after they paid you, because to be honest, we're only normal guys and we shouldn't really have fans. We should simply have people who enjoy our videos. That I mean, if it's not sounding too arrogant. So yeah, you can talk to us there. You can easily find us. Everything is in the description below, and we're finishing off. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna finish some videos to release them, so you guys can enjoy it as well. And we have others on the other channels, just so you know.
Yes. All right. Well, that is it for this one, and I hope you guys enjoy the stream. And we'll see you in the next one. And may the Force be with you.
Yep. And while we finish it, instead of saying may the Force be with you, I'm gonna say Deus Vult.